With Mayo Clinic in our own backyard, we often share medical stories. Stories of heartache, of inspiration, and stories of hope. This story is no exception, and it starts in the town of Leroy with a little boy who loves his dad.
Every Friday when the bell rings, 9-year-old Soren gets picked up outside of his school in Leroy. But unlike most kids, Soren doesn't ride a typical yellow school bus.
There's your punch.
Instead, he gets an express shuttle bus to Mayo Clinic in Rochester. A nearly 1-hour bus ride, seated right in front, his head barely peeking through the railing, on his way to see Mom and Dad.
Do you know what kind of cancer he has? Myelodysplastic Syndrome.
Pretty impressive for a third grader. Myelodysplastic Syndrome is the medical term for a rare form of pre-leukemia. His dad, Joe, has been getting treatment for the past month and is currently waiting for a bone marrow transplant.
I think a couple days ago he had a fever like 102 and they had to put bags of rice under his armpits.
When they told us that if we did nothing, I'd only have a month or two to live, all I could think about Soren. He spent 3 months in the NICU fighting for us, and I had to fight for him.
Yeah.
And it seems Soren feels the same way about his dad.
It's like a whole big rash.
Talking about his dad to bus driver Rick Rowe helps to pass the time.
We get to FaceTime.
The two becoming good friends.
What are you doing right now?
Rick, who's also from Leroy, knows the Saterdalen family. And in a town of less than 1,000 people, it didn't take long before support came rolling in.
It's just an asset that we have in Leroy.
Leroy Bus Lines travels into Rochester every day, taking employees of Mayo Clinic back and forth. And Soren would become their youngest passenger.
What?
Soren gets to ride like a prince all the way into Rochester. He's got the bus all to himself.
Traveling once a week so he can spend just a few hours with his dad to help lift his spirits.
That's what I'm doing.
For them to do what they've done, it just refuels my battery. It keeps me fighting. It would never work. There's so many little things that people are doing. The community that we live in, the small town Leroy, has stepped up in ways that I would have never, I don't deserve it.
A little town maybe, but one with a big heart.
Big hug.
This whole town of Leroy is our family. I can't have Soren without a dad.
Giving this family moments like this, a few hours of laughter and smiling to help with the healing.
We're a team, him and I. I need the other half of my team. So.
I'm here to win this battle. I'm here to make leukemia sorry it ever came into my body. It just makes you just appreciate every single day.
And every single bus ride.
See you next Friday, buddy.
That's right.
Yeah, and I have to just say, it was just an honor to be able to share their story. They're just such a sweet and beautiful family. Pam always reminding me, you know, we're just 3 people in our family, and now we have this whole town.
Yeah,
I know. We're just like,
I knew it.
We have this whole town supporting us, and it's just I think when we think about as parents, for all of us to put ourselves in their shoes, to shuffle back and forth from Leroy to Rochester, to know that that's your new normal.
And a lot of good people out there helping to make it happen. There's a hashtag I've seen floating around on Twitter. It's lovingleroy, and that perfectly tells the story there. Everyone's helping out to make sure this gets done.
And that little Soren, I think what resonated with me is just his pure innocence.
Yeah.
You know, we're surrounded by these stories every day, and you know, he's living it though. You know, he and his mom and his dad, and you just think about what they're going through, and things that are going on in your own life aren't that bad.
Right.
You
And
know,
how
so-
brave he is. That 1-hour bus ride by himself, knowing that I get to go see my dad once a week. So a beautiful gift to the community. And we have even more great news to share with all of you.
Yeah.
The Saterdalen family says that Joe has a match for a bone marrow transplant. Great news. His brother will be able to save his life. The family has a GoFundMe page set up for medical bills and updates on Joe's journey. Their family and friends have also set up a benefit on March 31st at Good Earth Village in Spring Valley. The event is from 10 to 12:30 with many silent auction items and a live auction to help toward all of those medical expenses. For details on all of this, including information on how you can donate bone marrow, you can find it all on our website right now at KAAL-TV.com.
It's a gift of life.
It really is.
Yeah.